An Arkansas Living Trust is a written document where a grantor transfers their property into a trust for the benefit of beneficiaries. While the grantor is alive, a trustee, often the same person as the grantor, manages the trust. After the grantor's death, the trust assets go to the beneficiaries. In this video, we're going to cover how to create a living trust in Arkansas, the key roles of a living trust, requirements, and more. We're eForms, your go-to destination for legal templates and how-tos. If you're ready to get started creating your own Arkansas Living Trust, click the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's jump in. We'll start by defining a few key roles. First, there's the grantor. This is the individual creating and funding the trust. Next, the trustee. This individual manages the trust assets during the grantor's lifetime. The grantor can serve as the trustee if they are not the sole beneficiary. Third, the successor trustee. This person manages the trust assets if the trustee dies or becomes incapacitated. Commonly, the successor trustee's role is to distribute and transfer the trust assets to the beneficiaries. Finally, the beneficiaries. This is any person or organization who stands to inherit from the trust. Imagine the following scenario. In Arkansas, Jennifer sets up a living trust to protect her assets for her children. She puts her house, investments, and savings into the trust, naming herself as the initial trustee. Jennifer's children are the beneficiaries. During her lifetime, Jennifer manages the trust. If she becomes incapacitated or passes away, a successor trustee takes over. When Jennifer passes away, instead of going through probate, the assets in the trust go directly to her children according to the trust's instructions. Let's go over requirements. Mental capacity. The person creating the trust must be of sound mind. Intention to create. The grantor must show evidence of an intention to make a trust. Beneficiaries. The trust must have a beneficiary, an individual, a charity, or a pet. Trustee's duties. The trustee, the person managing the trust, must have defined duties. Sole trustee cannot be sole beneficiary. If there is a sole trustee, they cannot also be the sole beneficiary in a valid trust document. Is registration required in Arkansas? No, there is no requirement for a trustee or grantor to register a trust in Arkansas. Before we go, let's cover the steps to creating a living trust in Arkansas. Number 1, identify property. The grantor should take an inventory of the properties to be entered into the trust. This can include real estate, personal property, retirement accounts, business interests, and any other valuables the grantor owns. Property and assets that are not specifically entered into a living trust will not become a part of it. 2, choose trustees. A trust will commonly have two types of trustees. The initial trustee, which manages the trust during the grantor's lifetime. For revocable trusts, this is commonly the grantor. And successor trustee. This person manages the trust if the grantor becomes incapacitated or dies. They'll be responsible for distributing the property and assets of the trust to the beneficiaries. 3, select beneficiaries. The beneficiaries are the individuals who will inherit the trust property after the grantor's death. They're usually the spouse or family members of the grantor. Who can be a beneficiary? A beneficiary can be any person born or unborn or organization legally permitted to hold an interest in property. If a grantor wants to give a portion of the trust property to a pet trust can be created within the trust document. 4, signing. To prove a living trust was created, signing with 2 witnesses and a notary public is recommended. Estate planning can be a complex process, but we're here to help. If you're ready to start creating your own Arkansas Living Trust, click the link in the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.